Okay, this video is probably going to be a little bit rambly and a little bit sweary, but fuck it, what are you going to do about it? So it's the 29th of December, and it's exactly a year since I did my introductory video last year for A Better Year. And the long story short, I failed. It's December the 29th and I'm heading up to see my parents because it's Dad's birthday. It's come around again and I failed is the headline. So what went wrong? This year's been kind of I don't know, it's been a year of sort of ups and downs. There's been some fantastic highs, but there's also been a couple of really big lows. It started off really well. I started off on January the 1st and I was doing a video every day. I was hitting my calorie target every day and that was fantastic. Couldn't have been better. I went to Brussels for a conference. I think it was either March or February or March, I can't remember which. But it was actually to the point where myself and a couple of colleagues were in a taxi, an Uber actually, going to the hotel, and actually stopped the car and said, "Can I get out? Because I've got to go and finish my calories. I've got to do my steps." They looked at me a bit strangely, but they let me out, and but that was the level of my commitment. That was the level of where I was with it. There was a big high point in the middle of the year where I spent 4 months in Brussels, and that was fantastic. Like I say, that was a real high point, but it was during that time, it was I think it was June the 9th or June the 10th, don't quote me, one of those days, where through my own stupidity I missed my calorie target by 5 calories. And I remember I was pissed off at the time, and then I kind of was a little bit sort of bravado about it, but that was kind of the catalyst, I think. No, it definitely was. It wasn't a question of I think it was a catalyst, it actually really was, because I'd done like 180 days or however much up to that point, and everything was going brilliantly. I was meeting that target every single day. But yeah, I missed my calorie target, and I think psychologically it was kind of a case of, well, you've not met your target on that particular day, so therefore it's okay on other days. And I sort of broken my, up to that point, completely perfect stretch of meeting my calorie target and closing the rings on the Apple Watch. I just feel stupid. I feel stupid and embarrassed that, you know, after all the big promises I made last year, it's just I just failed again. What needs to happen for me to get this right? You know, I should be healthy. I should be, like, you know, thinner than I am. I lost a bunch of weight and I put a quarter of it back on. Not all of it, but I put a quarter of it back on. I think what I need to do is pull as many positives from this as I can. Yes, I am embarrassed, and yes, I am fucking pissed off with myself for just being a bloody idiot. And losing sight, and that's the most important thing, I think, is just losing sight of the goal, losing sight of the important thing which I was working towards, but pulling positives from it, because I've got to try and salvage something from this fucking train wreck. I'm still a lot lighter than I was this time last year, so I'm very happy about that. I've lost something in the order of, okay, with the gain, with the loss, then the subsequent gain, I've still lost 15 kilograms, which is great, and I'm really happy about that. I think along the way, I think I also inspired a couple of other people to sort of do more cycling. So David's taken up cycling, which is fantastic, and he really loves it, which is brilliant. It's good to see him on Strava as well. But Robin as well, I mean, even because I spent quite a lot of time cycling with Robin when I was in Brussels, and he's done like 6,000 kilometers this year, which is fucking incredible, which is a lot more than I've done, and I was supposed to be like the cycling guy. Fuck, it's ridiculous. I think also I went through something when I came back from Brussels. It was a brilliant time. It was a fantastic 4 months. It's been said that I sort of spent that 4 months living in a bubble, which I guess I kind of did. But do you know what? It was a really nice bubble, and I liked that version of myself when I was there working and then cycling in the evenings and just enjoying the weather, because it was actually a really nice hot summer, not too rainy. I actually had a fantastic time. When I came back, it was a complete change. Not that it wasn't enjoyable, it wasn't nice to be back, because it totally was, and I'd missed the aspects of home which I'd really missed while I was away. But I kind of got sort of thrown straight into the sort of maelstrom of having builders start one room that, you know, ended up being 4 rooms which got sort of redone, redecorated. So that wasn't brilliant, and it kind of meant that I kind of very quickly got out of those good habits. As I say, the day in June was the catalyst for it, and it kind of lodged in my head, oh well, you've missed this day, so therefore it's okay to miss other days. And I just got out of the habit, because the builders were in. I was spending most of my time making cups of tea and just making sure that they were doing what we wanted to be done. Not that they needed checking up on or anything, but I was just wanting to make sure that everything went to plan. By the time the day was done, I was knackered. So that was kind of September and October. I looked online at the symptoms of depression, and I think what I was feeling kind of matched a number of them. So I know they sort of say self-diagnosis isn't a good idea, but it kind of sort of felt, I kind of sort of thought, shit, maybe I am a little bit depressed, because I don't know, I kind of sort of lost direction. I sort of felt useless. Yeah, it's not a nice feeling. Not a nice feeling at all. You just sort of feel a bit, I don't know, asleep inside. It's weird. It's not nice. So again, trying to pull positives from this train wreck, as I say. I rescued the bike. I'm going to make another video about that. and I've spent. One of the things I've really enjoyed actually is you know, I got the bike back on mid-October, and I've spent a couple of months restoring it, getting it powder coated, cleaning up all the bits, putting it all back together, and I'm that far from finishing it. I need to put on 3 things: chain, which is essential, obviously, some handlebar tape, which is maybe sort of semi-essential, and a bell, which I've had engraved. It's going to be really, really nice to be able to finish the bike, and also ride it as well, because I haven't just done it just to you know, be a pretty thing to look at. It's going to be functional. That's my intention anyway. I want to ride it. I want to get used to it, and do some proper solid training on it, do some mileage. There's a couple of sportives which I'd like to do this year. There's one at the end of February in Cambridgeshire, and there's another one, oh god, where is it? I think it's near Aylesbury, where it's more of like a sort of a vintage bike show. So there's like the cycle events there, but there's also, you can show off your vintage bike, and like, you know, the bike that I brought back is 30 years old, so why not? And it looks fantastic. I have to say, I'm really, really pleased with the way it's turned out. Another positive is, one of the things I did in October was join the gym. It's one of these pay-as-you-go gyms, so literally it's 20 quid a month, so it's nothing, but it's open 24/7, so there's literally no excuse for me to not work out. Okay, so even if it's pissing with rain outside, I can still get in the car, go to the gym, and do some cycling indoors. So there's that. Going into next year, I think I have failed. I have failed in my mission. I have failed to reach the objective that I wanted to reach. Trying to be positive about it, and it's important. You have to try and be positive, because if you're not positive, then you just go, oh fuck it, can't be asked, and I can't afford to do that. I can't do that. So I think what I'm going to sort of try and do is look at this year as kind of like the practice run. I have lost weight. I have lost 15 kilograms. I mean, shit, I've got a suit which doesn't fit me anymore because I had it taken in, then I lost the weight, and it's like a tent on me. And I wear old t-shirts, I put old t-shirts on, and they're fucking huge. So that's a good thing, and I need to keep that with me, and see that the time this year, although I haven't reached my objective, the time this year hasn't all been badly spent. I have achieved something, which is better than nothing. I'm going to stop talking now, because I think I'm just like, blah, just rambling. So I'll see you on January the 1st for another better year. Bye for now.